Welcome to Parasize. Let's start. Take the feet and knees hip width apart, roll the shoulder blades back and down and stand up nice and tall. So we want good postural alignment to begin with. We're going to take a deep breath in through the nose for 4 counts and then breathe out through the mouth for 4 counts. So let's start. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. And just feel your lungs expanding. Breathing in and breathing out. And let's start with our first exercise. Breathe in and breathe out. And this is called the balloon. And this just helps to stretch and open up through your body. Gently open the arms and then exhale. We're going to turn to the side. So we're going to look up. We've got some rotation through the neck and through the spine. And we're going to breathe in, nice and slow, count to 4, and then breathe out. So really slowly, make sure you open both arms and start to feel just a little bit more flexibility and mobility as you start to wake up and stretch the body and the tissues. Breathing in and breathing out. Lovely. And again, breathing in and breathing out. Now we're going to take it to sun up. So we bend the knees very slightly, reach the arms all the way up, wiggle the fingers, get that blood flow, bring the arms down, start to bend the knees, bend the arms behind you, and then again, reaching up, really big stretch, wiggle those fingers, bend the knees, coming back all the way through, and again, push up, so driving through the legs, really stretch, and you're going to really start to feel the body giving as you move. Breathe in, lovely, and breathing out. Now we're going to hug a tree. So we're going to bring the arms down, hug the tree, and then open the heart. Lovely. And again, hug a tree. Try and just use that upper part of your back and then open. So you start to gently mobilize the spine a bit more. So you go into flexion, so you're rounding, and then a very gentle lift the chest, arch. So we go into flexion of the spine, and then we just extend. We're wanting to lengthen, we're wanting to wake everything up and just get that blood flowing through the body. And again, breathing in, hug a tree, and open the heart. Let's go back to the balloon. So we're going to put that together. We're going to breathe in for 4, and then breathe out. And again, breathing in, turn to the side. This is a really nice exercise to do if you're feeling stressed, you've got a tension, you're trying to go to sleep, you're finding it difficult to go to sleep without the arm movements, obviously. But the breathing, that deep breathing, it's very relaxing and it just helps you to de-stress, slow down a little bit and to relax. Just opening the arms, you should start to feel that your movements become a bit freer. We're going to do sun up, so we're going to bend the knees, drive up, wiggle the fingers, get that blood flow, bend the knees. Now, let's start to look at the knees as we bend. We want them to track across the center of the toes. So just make sure that your knees are in alignment. Good, as we come up, we're going to hug a tree, rounding that upper part of the back, and then we're going to open the heart. So we've got that mobility through the body, starting to mobilize through the shoulders as well. Lovely, and hug that tree. And let's do that one more time from the beginning. Here we go. So we're going to do the balloon. And exhale, we're going to rotate to the side. We're going to lift up, open. Good. I can feel that down through my waist as well. We spend a lot of time sitting down. This is really going to help to stretch and mobilize and open the body. So we do spend a lot of time sitting down. We don't get much opportunity to do rotational exercises. Sun up. Let's go. Wiggle the fingers. And then sun down. And again, sun up. And again, sun down. And then we're going to finish with hug the tree. I'm just going to hug the tree. And then open the heart. Lovely. So you're moving a little bit easier. Hug the tree. And then we're going to open the heart. Lovely. Shake everything out. We're going to move on to our balance. So again, we want good postural alignment. We're going to make sure, again, we've got the feet and knees in alignment, and we're going to roll the shoulder blades back and down. Now for this one, you want to think about lengthening up, being tall. You've got this big muscle, group of muscles that wrap around you. So you're going to feel as if they're pulling your tummy in and also supporting your back, and that's exactly what they're going to do. So we're going to lift up slowly onto the toes, nice and slowly, and then we're going to slowly lower down. And we call this the tree. So if you go to a Parasites class, or if you go watch the Parasites DVD, we do this, it's more choreographed, it's to music. But for this, we're just going to go through the exercises. So it's a good plan. You can do this at home, at work. You can do this, maybe waiting for a bus, waiting for the kettle to boil, slowly up and slowly down. We can call that the tree. And we're going to add the branches. We lift up, 2, 3, and 4, and then we're going to slowly come down. So we're just challenging our balance. Lifting up, good. You can feel the tummy muscles pulling in. Lovely, as you do that. And again, so we're going to breathe in, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to slowly come down. And again, we're going to go up on the toes. Good, lovely. Now, if you feel really wobbly, you might want to take that a little bit slower, and you might just want to go up a little way and then come down. But practice is going to really help you to get good balance and improve. So now what we're going to do is make it a little bit more challenging. Don't move on until you've mastered that last exercise. So this time we're going to do starburst. So we're going to take the hands from the shoulders and we're going to let the hands go out. They're going to come out like this. So we're going to fire out. So it's good for the blood flow, but we're going to do the balance at the same time. So we're going to add the tree. So we're going to go up, 2, 3, 4, and then down, 2, 3, 4. Push up, good. Some people find that if they imagine they've got a football between the knees, it's a little bit easier. So we're going to come up, 2, 3, 4, and then down, 2, 3, 4, and again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then down. Good, lovely. Let's add the windmill. So we bring the arms to the same height and we turn. So we want lovely rotation. Now, if you can, look over your shoulder, look at the back hand, if you've got that amount, that range of mobility. If not, just go to where you feel comfortable. But you want the hands about the same height. Again, it really depends on your range of movement, but you might be able to increase it if you keep practicing. Good, and again, lovely. One more time, and let's do that routine one more time. So we're going to begin, we're going to go up into the tree with the branches, and then down. You've got to focus, you've got to concentrate. So just think about lifting up, stretching through the body, and then coming down. Now let's add those starbursts. Are you ready? If you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, down, 2, 3, very easy. And again, 2, 3, 4, and down, 2, 3, 4. Now add the wind. We're going to turn. Those balance exercises, I started to do those as soon as I'd had my surgery. I had surgery for a ruptured knee, and because I've got muscular dystrophy as well, and my muscles are weakening, obviously I needed to really get cracking on rehabilitation exercises. And this one was one of the ones I did to ensure I got back on my feet and didn't fall over and got nice and strong. Okay, so this next exercise is called the chair. It's really good for strengthening the legs and the glutes, the muscles in your bottom. And also what it does is it's good practice to help us have a good, very good technique for getting up and down from a seated position, which is really important. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down for 3 counts. We're going to bend the knees and push the hips behind us. 2, 3, and then we're going to come up. So you want your shoulder blades just to feel as if they're sliding down your back. So you don't want to feel as if you're arching or tight. You just want to feel nice and relaxed. Your shoulder blades want to be slippery, just sliding down into the back pockets. We're going to go down for 3, 2, 3, and then we're going to reach up on 4. So we come down, 2, 3, and reach up on 4. Nice big stretch. So again, it's all about really opening the body up. 3, and a big stretch. Now, can you go up into the tree on 4? So you're going to balance and lift up onto the toes. Lovely. And again, 1, 2, 3, and lift up onto the toes. Down, send the hips back. So you want to feel a stretch across your bottom as you go back. And again, remember we talked about the knees tracking the center of the toes. So just have a little glance down and just make sure those knees aren't coming in, going into the center of the toes. And one more time, 2, 3, and lift up. Now we're going to do the book opening. So we take one arm out, take the legs a little wider, and this arm is going to come across, and then we're going to run the fingers along the body and stretch. Other side, so sweep that arm round and then stretch. And again, so you want to sweep this arm round and stretch. So you're keeping the feet still and you're trying to just resist with this hip when you swing. So you don't want the hip to swing round with you. You want to keep the hip back and then open, big stretch. And again, sweep round and then reach out. And again, sweep round and reach out. So you're really thinking about opening up the body. A lot of us need to correct our posture. And this is a really good way to stretch out across the chest and across the arms. And you're going to start to really feel that. Let's do one more. Lovely. And then let's go back to the chair. So we go down, 2, 3, and we come up into the tree. One more time. Lovely. Good. So do those as many times as you want to, however you feel the benefit of them, do them that many times. So let's move on. We're going to do some lunges. So we're going to step forward and drop the back knee. And we want to feel confident about landing on that leg. So we want to strike and then push back. So we want to strike the heel to the toe. Good, as we work through the foot. So you want to go heel through to the toe and back. And heel to the toe. And then feel the push as you come back. So we're going to go down. Now what happens with these is you're working your balance, you're working your strength, you're working your posture because you want to keep your head above your heart, above your hips. Good. Lovely. And go down. Now the other thing we can do, we're going to hold for 4. So we're going to hold 1, 2, 3, and 4. Other side. 1, 2, 3, and now we can add some arms. We do battle ropes. 2, 3, and pull. So the arms cross. This is going to be a little bit more wobbly. And 3. So 1, 2, 3, and back. So if you're finding that the lunges alone are enough, just do the lunges. If you want to add a little bit more challenge, and also if you have a look at the shoulders, you can really start to mobilize in that shoulder joint. So over and back and over and in, over. Good. Keep those joints nice and lubricated across a fuller range of movement. Through the shoulders, work the arms, lovely. And again, going over and back and over, back. Good. Over and back and over and in. Okay, great. So do as many of those as you feel comfortable. Add the arms a bit later if you're struggling with the balance with the lunges. And obviously you can make them, hold them out there longer or shorter. Okay, so we're going to move on. This one is a really good exercise to mobilize, again, the body When we walk, we need to swing our arms a little bit more because it really helps to improve our gait. It's much better for us to do this. So what we're going to do, if you do this, plant the feet, little soft spring through the knees, keep the elbows a little bit pointed and just swing. And straight away, you're going to start to feel your rib cage moving. Got that lovely rotation because we want to keep the body as young as we can for as long as we can. We want to age well. So we want to nourish our tissue, and we do that through movement. So we call this one Running Man. We're just going to keep on going, running through. Good. And then what we're going to do is we're going to bring one leg forward. So we're going to go forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. And as you see, we've got that little spring. So you want to feel that the joints still have that lovely elasticity in them. So just forward and back and working the arms. Lovely. Forward and back. Good. Hold it here and you just take it back to Running Man again. Soft knees. Feel the rotation. You can really add into that if you want to. And you're also getting a little bit of a cardio workout. We're getting quite a lot of that cardio workout actually. Good. So sweeping through. Okay. And then we're going to do the other leg. So we're going to come forward and back. And again, this is good for balance as well. But you want the spring and the spring and the spring and the spring through the body. Lovely. Good. And again, and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Now, the last one we're going to do is the waiter. So it's good for your posture. And what we do is we just have the hands flat, the elbows tucked into the waist, nice alignment, and we're just going to pull the arms back. So what this does is you can feel it. It stretches your chest, mobilizes the shoulder. But what it also does is you're squeezing the muscles together between your shoulder blades and in your upper back. And what that does is that really stimulates them to work. And as they get stronger, they're going to help your posture because they're going to hold you up. Good. So we call that one the waiter. And what we're going to do is we're going to add into that. Hands on the hips. We're going to tap the toe 4 times, really lightly, staying nice and tall and coming in. So we tap 1, 2, 3, and coming in. And 1, 2, 3. So get a little bit lighter with those taps and see if you can lift the leg a little bit more and in. And as you do that, good. Slowly tap in. Perfect. Now, if you can, and you feel confident, start to lift. So 1, 2, 3, and down. And again, 1, 2, 3, and down. Quite hard. You're going to stay nice and tall, hands on the hip, lift the chest, lift the chin, shoulder blades together, just a little bit, and down. Just make sure you've got nice postural alignment. The body is nice and straight. The posture's good. What we don't want to do is we don't want to come over to meet the knee. We want to stay up nice and strong, so we're really working the core muscles and the postural muscles and improving our balance as well. Let's do one more. Good. 1 and 2 and 3. And then we're just going to finish with the waiter. Lovely. Okay, so just squeeze. Now, with the waiter, you can also add the tree. So if you're feeling like you still want to carry on with a little bit more of a workout, you can add the tree as well. Okay, so we've come to the end of our routine. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you feel the benefit of it. To find a class in your area, please go to the website, parasize.com. We also have a DVD for sale on Amazon and also on the website. And if you have any questions or queries, please get in touch. info@parasize.com. Thank you.